It's 5:30, yeah.
Okay. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Madam Treasurer, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Gebhardt?
We were getting up early.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. Here.
Mrs. Seguin? Here. Ms. Karstoffen?
Here.
Mr. Hauser?
Here.
Mr. Parker?
Here. Now would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'd like to introduce our group up here. To my far right is Brent Parker, board member. To my immediate right is Elaine Sequin, vice president. I'm Mike Gebhardt. To my left is Annie Karstoffen, board member. To her left is Len Hauser, board member. To his left is our superintendent, Ann Schloss. And to her left is our treasurer, Colleen Aholt. I don't think we have any board recognition tonight.
No,
We don't have any presentations.
not tonight.
We do have a visitor comments. Andrew Lippian, would you come up to the podium or the desk? State your name and your address.
Hey, thank you. Sitting here at the desk, I feel like I should have had a homework assignment.
We can arrange that.
Thank you, there you go. Okay. Okay, thank you. And who knows how to push buttons? We have something in common. Well, I'm Andrew Lippian. I'm Elyria Ward 1 City Councilman, and it's my pleasure to be here to present some input from Ward 1 residents here to the school board. Obviously, my job at City Council and this board are two different entities, but as the representative for Ward 1, I've wanted to take this opportunity, first of all, to say that we love the K-8 school in Ward 1, and we love the students that share our community with us, and we love very much that the marching band practices in the summertime, and then we get to hear the Elyria fight song and all sorts of other great anthems that they play. So thank you for everything that you guys do for our community here, this board and the entire school. So as the representative for Ward 1, part of the duties as I see them is to occasionally bring input that I hear, at least on a consistent basis, from the residents so that you can hear what they're saying to me and that you can take that into consideration. Ever since the school has been built, we have enjoyed the improvements to the community, but there's also been some challenges that have come with that, and that's part of what I'm here to mention today. One important challenge for our community, and I also speak as somebody who shares a border with the school. My house has a white picket fence right on the border with Eastern Heights School, is that, as we know, the parking lot is a pass-through. Even though the sign says no pass-through, very frequently there's cars that pass through. Sometimes they do more than just pass through. Sometimes they spin donuts and they collapse their car, which I witnessed when I was actually shadowing the police department that night. Somebody had done a donut in the school parking lot, flipped their car over, and I was on scene with the fire department talking to the gentleman who did the donuts in the parking lot. And just a couple nights ago, we heard what sounded like someone doing donuts out the window. A lot of residents complained to me that they see strange activity going on at night when cars go back there. I have a second floor window. I can see it sometimes myself. It's not clear what's going on. But at any rate, I didn't come with a problem without proposing a solution. And it's not just my solution. It's actually come from my residents. And the solution that they would like you to consider is to provide either one or two gates to the entrance to the parking lot to the school. The reason that the gates might be useful, at least one gate, is because then, if it was automated or if it was manually closed and opened, it could help control at least the idea of cars going back there and doing things that might be considered below board. Also, if you had the gate, it would just decrease the amount of wear and tear on the parking lot from pass-throughs. The parking lot looks beautiful, but in 10 to 20 years, with all the pass-throughs, it is going to tear up on the parking lot, and we do want to keep the school grounds looking beautiful. So I would like, and actually I would speak on behalf of several representatives, several people that I represent in Ward 1, that they would like to see a gate, at least one gate, at the schools. The other point that I've been asked to bring to you is that with the properties bordering the school, there's some flooding going on in the yards. At least every one of my neighbors down the street in the houses have mentioned that ever since the school got built, there's more flooding coming over into their yard. It becomes a little bit like a marshland. I don't know what the solution is to that, other than to perhaps dig a little bit of a trench, perhaps, but I'll leave that to you to decide. But there might be some creative solutions to help with the elevation there that's causing a lot of flooding and damage to some of our friendly neighbors there with the school. And those were the largest issues I wanted to bring to your attention. Also, a few residents have mentioned to me that the trees have been coming down, but they haven't been seeing new trees getting planted. A lot of the residents in Ward 1 love that the oak trees, or just the beautiful canopy of Ward 1, it makes the neighborhood look beautiful, and they would like the Board of Education to consider perhaps planting ginkgo trees for the oak trees that are taken down, or perhaps planting some other trees that you can research, perhaps by talking and consulting with an arborist, that can help whatever's taken down get replaced, so that the character of our neighborhood as a place with a beautiful canopy and lots of trees can be maintained. And hopefully with these 3 problems that I've brought from my residents and the 3 solutions that they've suggested, we can work together and find a way to continue to be great neighbors and reduce some of the issues and challenges that we face together.
Thank you, Andrew.
You're welcome.
You make 3 good points. We'll look into this.
Thank you very much for your time.
Item E, meeting minutes. May I have a motion to approve the board meeting minutes of the March 20th, 2024 meeting?
So moved.
Is there a second? Any?
Second.
Any additions or corrections? Madam Treasurer, call the roll.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin? Aye. Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. Item E, boards of education items. I don't think we have any.
Do you want a report or you want to wait to
Oh,
get a report?
do you have a
I do, and I just
Okay.
wanted to give it now because we're going into executive session. I just wanted to state that on last week, we were at Westwood Elementary School for their game night, and I just wanted to state aloud how exciting it was, and I wanted to commend Principal Gatton and the entire team of Westwood. The teachers, everyone there, they did a phenomenal job. And the kids, everyone just enjoyed. I mean, my children enjoyed. And it was so welcoming just from the moment that we walked in. Everyone was so welcoming, and they did a wonderful job. All of the activities were so well planned with, the experience, the education. It was phenomenal. And I just want to commend them. And then on Friday night, I will be at Eastern Heights for the play, so look for me there. Yes, yes. So, yes, I just wanted to commend them. They did an awesome job, awesome, yes.
Good job. Item G, treasurer's actions.
Yes, I have one of them, purchase orders. To approve the attached list of purchase orders to comply with the district's purchasing procedures. And that's it.
May I have a motion to approve the items recommended by the treasurer as presented in item G?
So moved.
Second?
Second?
Questions? Discussion? Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Segwin? Aye. Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. Treasurer's other items, H.
We have an expulsion to appoint board members as representatives for the expulsion hearing on April 17th.
Brent Parker and Len Hauser will do it.
Thank you.
And Ann Karstoffen, Elaine Sequin, and Mike Gebhardt will be the alternate.
Okay. And then a motion to approve that.
So moved.
Second?
Sorry.
May I have, we have a motion and a second. Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin? Aye. Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Okay, and then I have a tax abatement. To resolve that having been notified by the city of Elyria of an application for tax abatement filed by Foster Senior Lofts seeking 100% abatement for 15 years on the construction of a 46-unit new construction senior independent housing development located at 615 Foster Avenue. Given the opportunity to approve or disapprove the abatement, the Elyria City School District Board of Education approves this application only if the developer enters into an acceptable agreement with the board to reimburse the school district in the amount of not less than 100% of the lost taxes paid annually to the school district during the 15-year abatement period, as requested.
Could you do that a little slower? May I have a motion to recommend items recommended by the treasurer in item H?
A motion to approve.
Second?
Second?
Is there any discussion? Is that the old Jefferson School?
Yes, it
I
is.
believe it is.
It is.
Okay.
I looked it up.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Anything else? Please call the roll.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. I don't think, item J, we don't have anything, facility. Item K, superintendent items.
Thank you. First of all, this is the second board meeting to have the school calendar for the next 2 years. Also to approve the out-of-state field trip. We have 2 teams that made it to Worlds for robotics.
Wow.
They'll be headed to Dallas again.
Wow.
Also, to approve the agreement with Airmark for the next school year. Also to approve the Elyria City Schools Code of Conduct for 24-25, and that concludes my items.
May I have a motion to approve the items recommended by the superintendent?
So moved.
Second?
Second?
Discussion? Questions?
Was there with Airmark, was there a large increase or no?
No, not at all, and we're living in the black, which is really nice, and we didn't for so many years, so. They're doing a great job.
On the calendar, I lose track. Are we starting earlier here on these new calendars, or?
It's still
No.
mid-August,
Was it- okay.
but I will tell you, the
Yeah.
next 2 years, we go back to spring break the week after
After
Easter.
Easter, okay.
Good Friday, the week after Easter, which
Yeah,
we
that's
had
good.
gotten quite a few calls about that this year, so.
That's okay, yeah. That's
Okay.
good.
Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. Superintendent other?
Yes, no, but personnel action items I do have.
Yes, no?
First of all, to approve the resignation of the following certified staff. We hate to lose her as a math teacher, but she lives about an hour away, and she found something a little closer to home, which we understand. Also, to approve the retirement of the following certified staff. Peggy Joyce has been with us for 24 years,
Wow.
and Michelle Kruger for 20 years, and we hate to see both go, but wish them well in their retirement. Also to approve the appointment of the following certified staff, 3 more substitute teachers, which is wonderful. To approve the following athletic supplemental contracts, we're starting to move into fall a little bit. To approve the following JROTC instructor to attend the 5-day cadet leadership camp. To approve the resignation of the following classified administrator. Tracy's been with us almost 3 years, and she was hired as a treasurer in Old Fort School District, kind of southwest of here. So we wish her well. Also to approve the resignation of the following classified staff member. To approve the unpaid leave of absence for the following staff members. And to approve the appointment of the following classified administrative assistant. Dawn is the BSA at Ely, and she will be taking over for Adrian Kelly, who is retiring June 1st. To approve the payment of 5 transitional days for Dawn in June. To approve the appointment of the following classified staff member as listed below. And that concludes my personnel action items.
May I have a motion to approve the personnel items recommended by the superintendent in item M?
Motion?
Second?
Second.
God, we're a little slow tonight. Any Questions, discussion? Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Hauser.
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin.
Aye.
Ms. Karstafen.
Aye.
Mr. Parker.
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt.
Aye. Item N, other personnel items recommended by the superintendent.
No, just I'll go straight into my report, if I may. We have now been to 2 teacher hiring fairs. I will tell you that Mr. Newark sent some staggering data to me. One example is Baldwin Wallace, who used to produce 4,000 new teachers a year, is only producing 400 right now. It's the same right down the list. So as we're seeing with our shortage and trying to find teachers, it's across the board, and we've gotten out early. We've already started interviewing for next year to try and get a jump on it. But it's going to be a problem in the years to come, I think. Also, it's April and testing is starting. So we wish all of our little pioneers the best, and some older pioneers. The weekend of the 24th, Little Mermaid at the high school. And this Friday at the PAC, we have 101 Dalmatians. If you remember, they were the group that got to go to Playhouse Square for the Disney professional development, and we're very proud of them, but that is this Friday. And that is it. That's all I have.
I did hear Ariel is going to be really good.
I take it that's
There's
your
no
daughter.
doubt.
I almost had to ask you which play is that in, because
I wouldn't remember.
I'm not up on my Disney. All right, and that is it, Mr. President.
Thank you. May I have a motion for request for an executive session
So
for the purpose of considering the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official as authorized to consider matters required to be kept confidential by federal law or state laws, and discuss the sale of property under Ohio Revised Code, Section 121.22, with possible action to follow.
So moved.
Second? Madam Treasurer, please call the
Oh,
roll.
thank you, sorry. Mr. Parker.
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin.
Aye.
Ms. Karstafen.
Aye.
Mr. Hauser.
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt.
Aye. Thank you. We'll go into executive.